Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I recently asked on Twitter and Instagram for you guys to ask me some questions. In fact, I posted one of these photos on Instagram 33 weeks ago as well. Believe it or not, I did film that video. However, something went wrong with the footage and there was like no saving it. So I think I'm going to refer down to that one as well and answer some of those questions for you guys. But yeah, instead of rambling along. Also, I'm still totally in my robe. I just finished filming a hair tutorial and the dress that I plan on wearing is still in the dryer. So I just don't feel like putting on like a warm, hot dress right now because it's like a bajillion degrees here in Houston. So I'm just like, no, I'd rather stay in this nice, cool, like breezy robe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on into these questions. Unicorn Fairy said, what is your favorite place to shop? I don't know if that means like clothes or just in general. But honestly, the first store that comes to mind is Home Goods. I'm addicted to that store. I could go like every day of the week and not get bored. I believe Tuesdays or Wednesdays is their like shipment day or the day that they bring out everything on floor. So that's one of my favorite days to go. Clothing and stuff wise, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite for clothing. I'm honestly a huge clearance shopper. I hate buying any kind of clothes full price, so I love like Nordstrom Rack, Marshalls, places like that. Face Smith XO asked, why did you change your username to Dana Ann from LollyDolly128? Honestly, I just wanted to slowly change everything over to Dana Ann. I think I changed it on my Instagram first. I don't know, I just did not like that username. I just felt like it was like old and I was over it and I just wanted all of my platforms to be the same. So Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube are all just now my name now, Dana Ann. Except for on Twitter, I had to use 128 because someone took Dana Ann. Also, if you guys were curious, because a couple of people asked, or they were telling me to get Snapchat, I already do have it and my username is Dana_Ann. Teresa asks, what is your favorite shampoo and conditioner? That is something I rotate constantly. I can never stay on the same shampoo and conditioner for too long. Otherwise, I just feel like my hair almost gets used to it and gets flat and just bleh. Right now, I'm using both my shampoo and my deep conditioner are from Amika. It's the Revitalizing or Extra Moisturizing. I'll put a picture of it right here, but those two are the current shampoo and conditioners that I'm using, as well as the Paul Mitchell. It's their purple shampoo, just to deal with brassiness. I forget the actual name of it though, but it's the Paul Mitchell one. When will Landon get promoted to Big Brother? Thoughts on more kids? That seemed to be a super popular question. Like everyone's like, when are you having another baby? When are you having another baby? Keegan and I have talked about it. We eventually do want another baby. Right now, I'm still really enjoying Landon, just having him to myself. He's going to be starting kindergarten this month, and maybe that will be the time when a new baby comes up, because I don't know what I will do when he is like away from me all day, every day, thinking that like another lady, or I guess possibly man, will be taking care of him for like a prolonged period of time that isn't me or Keegan or my parents, is honestly terrifying to me, because besides like pre-K, which was only like 3.5 hours, 3 days a week, he has never been in the care of anyone besides family. So just thinking that I'm going to be giving him to a total stranger is so scary to me. How did we get into that? I don't know. Okay, Honda Rubio said, what was your job before YouTube? I was actually a licensed hairstylist. I was cutting hair. I worked at an Ulta. Before that, I was working at a salon on base when we lived back in Florida. What's your least favorite makeup product to put on? I personally hate putting on mascara, but it needs to be done. That would probably be the same thing for me, especially because I have such stubborn, straight lashes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. Next up, we have Red Polka Dot 21. She said, when did you start feeling comfortable not wearing any makeup around your husband? By the way, I think you're gorgeous. Thank you. You are absolutely beautiful yourself. Let's see. I feel like I got comfortable with it pretty quickly because I really didn't do my eyebrows and stuff back then. Let's see. Keegan and I have been, we started dating, I believe 8 years ago, 8 or 7. Ugh, I'm so bad with years and time. But pretty quickly, honestly, just because at that time we were both still living with our parents. Word vomit. At the time, we were both still living with our parents, so he lived about like 30 minutes or so away from me. So like if we went to a movie and then went back to his house to hang out, a lot of the times his parents were just like, oh, go ahead and just stay in the extra bedroom, that way you don't have to drive all the way home at night. So I mean, obviously I like washed my face and stuff before I went to bed, so that wasn't anything that I was like worried about. I don't know, I felt like if he couldn't accept me in that condition, then it just wouldn't be worth my time. So yeah, I don't know, pretty quickly. It wasn't anything that was like a big deal. How long will you continue YouTube? Forever long as you guys will have me. I personally love filming videos for you guys. My personal favorite part is just the interaction between us, going in the comments, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. I just love interacting with you guys. So yeah, hopefully for a lot longer. What's your advice to newlyweds on having a successful marriage? I think it's important to stay like in that whole like dating honeymoon phase. Like, don't ever get bored of each other. Don't get me wrong, there are things that Keegan and I are super comfortable with each other, probably a little too comfortable in his opinion, like when it comes to like bathroom humor and things like that. But I mean, I think it's important to still like flirt with your husband or your wife, you know, still do dates, still take time out of your day to just spend time with each other. You know, once you have a baby, that does get harder just because, I mean, you know, like your kid is your main priority and stuff, but you know, once Landon goes to bed, Keegan and I still like to spend time together. We still like to goof off, watch movies together. You just really want to like keep things fresh, just so, you know, you don't get bored of each other. I feel like, you know, basic things like, okay, trust, honesty, don't go to bed mad at each other. I don't know, I just think it's important to always like still have fun in your relationship. Kids08 said, what is your favorite snack? It really depends what time of the month it is, if you know what I mean. If you guys watch my July favorites, you know I'm absolutely obsessed with the Angie's Boom Chicka Pop kettle corn. That's probably my favorite snack of the moment. I could eat that like all day, every day. Another favorite snack of mine is salami and like dried salami and cucumber slices. Keegan and I like to slice those up and eat those like while we watch a movie. That's a super good snack. And then like hummus and pita bread or hummus and carrot sticks, anything like that. My favorite dinner to cook. I like cooking things where you have to kind of like assemble them. So if we're like doing enchiladas or stuffed shells or something that you kind of like have to layer. This one recipe is not something you actually cook, but like I said, since I like to like put things together, are spring rolls. We call them wallamsam in Korean. It's basically exactly like a Vietnamese summer roll though. Like you get the rice paper, you dip it in the water, and then I like to do red cabbage in mine. Like I'll chop up red cabbage, then you do rice noodles, crab meat, avocado, cucumber, Fuji apple, just a ton of different toppings, and then I make a fish sauce that goes on the side, like a really spicy fish sauce with lime juice and jalapenos, and it's so good. There's not really anything that you have to cook in it unless like I cook meat, because Keegan and Landon really like to eat it with like beef on the side. I'm also living in Texas and the humidity is out of control. What product do you use that doesn't make your curls look like a fro? You have beautiful hair. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's really weird. My hair used to have so much like natural wave and curl to it, and I guess just from like coloring it and just getting older, it's straightened out a lot. It's really, really weird because underneath my hair used to be like really like crimpy looking. For me, in the humidity, it seems like my hair will go flatter more than actually like turning it into an afro. I would almost rather get like frizzier, bigger hair than my hair just going like flat and limp, because I'm just not about that life. Okay, if you could only use one brand of cosmetics for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Although Makeup Forever necessarily isn't one of my favorite all-time brands, I feel like that is a brand where I could get like mascara, foundation, eyeshadow, concealer, contouring, lip gloss, lip liner, like everything. Like that's one line that I can think of that like caters to every single product. So yeah, I think Makeup Forever. What's your favorite thing about your hubby? My favorite thing about Keegan would be, Keegan is so funny. The only thing is, if you don't know him, he's so incredibly shy. Like my friends that first meet him are just like, how do you guys even go together? You're like loud and obnoxious, and then Keegan is like so calm and quiet. But once you get to know him, his personality really comes out, and he is honestly, I don't know, he's just so weird in a good way. Like I feel like I'm really weird, and so is he, and I don't, he just makes me laugh a lot. I really do love his sense of humor. Do you prefer American or Korean makeup slash skincare, and can you speak Korean fluently? When I speak Korean, like to my mom, whenever I'm responding to her, it comes out more in like, I'd say like an elementary level. Like she'll know what I'm saying, but the grammar and stuff will probably be off. Like I may use words in the like the wrong tense, but I can understand everything my mom or her friends say, which is weird because then it's like, well, why can't I speak it back? I guess I don't know, I can't really explain that. But Korean was actually the first language I spoke. I spoke Korean before I ever spoke English, just because after being born in South Dakota, we moved to Korea and we lived there for a couple years. So yeah, my first language was Korean. I prefer Korean skincare. I haven't tried enough Korean makeup. Like, I've used BB creams and a couple powders, but I haven't used like a ton of Korean makeup. So as of right now, I would say I prefer American makeup, but I definitely prefer Korean skincare. Asian skincare, in my opinion, is just top of the line. I absolutely love it. Okay, is Landon ever curious with your makeup? My son is 4 and has gotten into makeup and enjoys playing with my brushes while I get ready. Yes, he is always asking me if he can put makeup on my face, but the thing is, he only asks like after I've completely washed my face, done a mask on all of this, and then he'll be like, can I put makeup on your face? I'm like, why couldn't you have asked me like an hour ago? What are you most proud of? I am the most proud of Landon. I think Keegan and I have done a great job so far. I mean, pat on my own back, I know. I'm sure some people are like, ugh. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure I've made plenty of parenting mistakes, but overall, Landon is such a patient and kind, smart, he's such a good person. Even though he's only 5, he honestly has like the best heart. And obviously, I mean, I feel like I can take some credit for that, being his mom. The fact that Keegan and I brought him to this world, I'm just so proud of him. Like, just, ugh. I'm one of those moms where I can just like talk about my child and I get like all misty-eyed. Okay, is there a YouTuber you talk to on a regular basis? Yes, Laura from Mrs. Lola Lynn. We are best friends. I talk to her pretty much every day of my life. I don't know what I would do without her. I talk to Laura Lee a lot. This is like a Laura marathon. Yeah, those are probably the people that I talk to the most often, but I do still talk to a lot of other girls, but those are the girls that I would say I talk to. Oh, of course, Lizzie. Oh my gosh, what would Lizzie do? I was like having Laura's in my mind. So yeah, I would say the 3 that I talk to the most are both Laura's and Lizzie, which I adore all 3 of them. What is the most physically painful thing you have experienced? That's kind of weird. But I asked you guys to ask me weird things. Probably giving birth. I gave birth to Landon naturally. I didn't have an epidural or anything like that. The only, I guess, medicated thing I had to do was I had, what's the word? I can't think of it right now. Oh my god, Pitocin. Decreases the time between each contraction. It just like really makes your labor go fast, and like, yeah, because Landon didn't want to come out till like 5 days past his due date, and he was just getting bigger and bigger. And yeah, I delivered Landon completely naturally minus the Pitocin, but in my opinion, I feel like the Pitocin made it even more painful. So yeah, that was probably the most painful but rewarding thing I've experienced. I'm sitting on the floor and my legs just fell asleep. Okay, who is your male/female celebrity crush? Charlie Hunnam, so freaking beautiful. I actually went back and watched Green Street Hooligans. Like, after I finished Sons, I was like, what am I gonna do? I need to watch him again, because I wasn't crazy about Pacific Rim. Would you rather eat a slug taco or be trapped in a tank with rotten cheese? How long would I be stuck in this tank for? I think I'd be like trapped forever, or just for a limited amount of time. Since we don't know, I guess I'll just go with a slug taco. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just go with the slug taco. Your mom is Korean, but what's your dad? Trying to figure out your ethnic background. Beautiful mix, whatever it is. Thank you. Yes, my mom is Korean. My dad is Caucasian. I want to say, oh, well, I do know his great-grandma, or no, not his great-grandma. My great-grandma is from Romania. I want to say on his dad's side, so my granddaddy, I feel like it was either Scottish or Irish, Scottish, something like that. I'm not sure. Basically though, I mean, my daddy white. Okay. Did you have a nice first car? It wasn't anything fancy, but I mean, it drove nice and it treated me well. I actually drove a Chevy S10, a small little like 4-screen pickup truck. And then the very last question I'm going to answer today is, would you ever consider having a vlog channel? Yes and no. I've gone back and forth with this. I will say I'm so jealous of the fact that people like It's Judy Time, the Shaytards, they'll always have those videos back to and look at like their kids growing up. Keegan and I have uploaded several videos just to like personal private channels of Landon, like random home videos, and I love going back and looking at those, like when he was a baby, when he wasn't even walking yet, when he first started talking. Like, it seriously melts my heart. In that aspect, I would love to have a vlog channel, just to be able to go back and look at all those memories And plus it would be fun, but at the same time, this is like the thing that pretty much outweighs everything else. Unfortunately, there are so many trolls on the internet. I honestly do not care what people say about me because I know that just comes with the territory. Like if you're gonna put yourself on the internet, you basically better brace yourself and be ready for people to say like mean things about you. It's just a part of YouTube, whatever, I can get over that. However, I am so protective of both Keegan and Landon, and if people were to say negative things about them, that is something I know I would not be able to handle like on a daily basis, seeing that like comment after comment, like the good would outweigh the bad. But even just seeing random comments here, like people who can say rude things about people's kids, I do not get that. There is zero excuse for that. I know I'm going into a whole nother rant here, but even just watching some of like It's Judy Time's videos, her girls are absolutely gorgeous, and I don't know, like, I don't get the thought process of when someone sits down and says something nasty about a kid who like cannot defend themselves. It's like, what do you get out of that? That like just makes zero sense to me and gives me so much secondhand embarrassment for that person, because a lot of the time you'll go back and look like at that person's profile and it'll be someone who's like a mother themselves or just an older woman or man, and I'm just like what kind of childhood did you have for you to feel like it's okay to go on here and attack a child? So for that reason, I just don't think I would be able to ever have a regular vlog channel. Like if we go on vacation, like when we went to Hawaii, I didn't mind inserting a few clips here and there. But other than that, I just don't think I'm that comfortable giving that much of a like personal, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. I just don't think I'm that comfortable letting people like that into my lives who are only gonna try to put me down, like by talking badly about my husband or my child. So for that reason, I'm probably not, which is unfortunate because I feel like it ruins it for other people who may be interested. I definitely admire Shay Tarte and Judy Time and all those other daily vloggers who do that. I don't know how they do it because I just don't think I'd be able to. But yeah, there's that. I think that pretty much wraps it. Yeah, that was my leg, that hurt. I think that pretty much wraps it up for this one. If you guys would be interested in it and seeing more of these Q&As, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.